Hi there, Leo. How are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week, we're sort of trying to look at some new energy coming in for everybody, as well as doing a career and finances portion there as well. But before I get started, I will just ask if everyone can just leave a comment, even if it's just an emoji. You will go in the draw for that free personal reading when we hit 100 subscribers. So make sure you subscribe to the channel as well so we can hit that goal and you can be updated when that comes around. But when we do go into the general portion, I will be starting off with this Slavic folklore Lenormand deck. When we swap over to the career, I do have the Reflect de Lune Lenormand deck here with me, as well as the Moon Magic Oracle deck. Okay, so we'll get straight on into it for you today, Leo, and have a look at what's new for Leo this week. Wow, okay, one flying out already. Okay, so new energy for Leo, please. New energy for Leo. Incoming new energy for Leo, please. Okay, and just one to clarify that second card, please. Okay, so Leo, the card that flew out for us there, we do have the house energy there. So I feel as though this is you, Leo, quite stable and secure this week. We may just be sort of having one of those weeks where we're just focusing on, our stability and our traditions within day-to-day life, those sorts of things. A bit routine for you this week, maybe, Leo. But we do have an energy here of and with the house, it may possibly be some sort of family figure, but we do have the fox energy, and that was clarified by the tower energy there. All right, so I feel as though this is talking about a person in your life. You know, like I said, with that house energy, it could be somebody within the family unit, but they also, with that tower confirming that we also sometimes do get that sense of authority. So maybe somebody sort of in some position of authority, you know, over you. We are doing career readings later on here. So we may be seeing, like a boss, manager, those types of things. But it's kind of feeling like you're going to have to show some teamwork with this person and be kind of really smart and clever about the way that you are dealing with this person this week, making sure you're setting clear boundaries with this person, and taking time away to yourself when you do need to as well. With that tower, it can talk about a little bit of solitude, and stepping back and assessing the kind of situation there. But with that fox card, that is kind of like the salesman type energy, somebody who says things in a certain way so that you only see the positives of the thing. Sometimes it can come across as a little bit of, that trickery kind of energy, but I don't feel as though that's what we're seeing here. I feel as though this is you needing to, just be very clever and somewhat cunning about the way that you are dealing with people and the way that you are making sure you've got your boundaries firmly in place when it comes to certain people in your life. Because there is an element of self-care with that fox energy as well, acting quite independent. So like I did say with that tower card, having those boundaries and independence, and stepping back when you do need to, by yourself, sort of having that solitude to be able to step back into your independent self and focus on your self survival, and be quite clever and cunning about how you deal with this person. All right. So, like I said, it may be somebody within your family unit there as well. But with that house card, mostly we are just feeling that it is just talking about just a general sense of stability in your life. This person may be trying to sort of somehow threaten your inner stability. So I would sort of just be making sure we have those boundaries very strong when it comes to the people you're dealing with this week, Leo. Um, but then we do see the crossroad card, which was followed by the clover card. Okay, so two of these cards I've got here are sort of more financial, career-based cards as well. So that clover definitely can talk about more financial issues. And that fox card, like I said, it can sometimes be like a salesperson type of energy as well. So but we are sort of seeing you needing to make some choices or decisions incoming about where you want your path to go, and really with that clover, following the path of what's going to bring you the most prosperity, what's going to bring the most good fortune your way. So I really feel that with that fox card, really sort of needing to stop and think about our own self-survival quite often this week as well. Okay, and what is going to serve you the best, not necessarily pandering to everybody around you. If you're a very giving kind of person, that can be very hard to set up those establish boundaries around yourself and your own energy and whatnot. But we at the end of the day, we're sort of seeing that if you do follow the path of least resistance and pander to those people, that's not actually serving your highest good. And so needing to make those choices and decisions of what's going to serve you personally the best in the future and bring you the most prosperity. We do also find with the clover card, you are able to take a few extra risks this week. It may feel like a risk. Putting up boundaries sometimes can feel like you are, taking a risk, going out on a limb, so to speak. But it's going to pay off for you. Okay, so with the clover, that's all about sort of short-term luck and good fortune. So you are in a prosperous sort of period at the moment, seeing a lot of luck around you there. You're following that path where you are going to be finding, good luck and whatnot in this week in some way. But yeah, so it's really just talking about, having that sense of joy as well, that sense of happiness of things happening for you and taking those risks that, serve yourself. Okay. There is some small risks you need to take in order to make sure you are getting your needs met, well, so be it this week, Leo. All right. So moving over into your career portion, we'll start off with an oracle for you there, Leo. So career, I'm going to put that one back and actually ask the question first. Career and finances for Leo, please. Career and finances for Leo. Okay, so we do have the Moon in Aquarius card coming through for you. That does say the time is ripe for celebrating life. Make the most of parties, gatherings, and other social opportunities. All right, so within your career or your financial self, making the most of social gatherings. You may have some important business meetings, business gatherings type of, those rubbing shoulders with the right people kind of vibe coming through for you there with that Moon in Aquarius. You may be finding that the more that you do socialize on a career aspect, the better that prosperity does sort of come in for you. Taking a chance to to take advantage of those social gatherings and do some social networking when it comes to your career at this time. All right. Leo and career and finances. career and finances for Leo, please. Okay, so interesting message here, Leo. We do have on the bottom of the deck the key, which is all about success. And, it is one of the other financial cards as well. So it does talk about success and successful new doors opening for you this week as well. Okay, and so we have a very interesting energy here. We do have the Sun card, which is followed by the Feminine. All right. So what I'm sort of feeling with that, the Sun is all about warmth and prosperity once again, and happiness and just being happy-go-lucky kind of a vibe. So I do feel as though that's linking up with that, where we were talking about social networking kind of a thing. Just being happy to be around other people at this time, but also I do feel that there's an element of, because the next card after that is the Star card, okay? And that talks all about, wish fulfillment and your wishes coming true. So I do feel as though there's certain aspect of, the sun shining light on this feminine, in the sense of, something being revealed to you about your more feminine energy, okay? So I feel that this feminine is you, Leo, because the sun actually is the Leo card. Okay, so we do find that, I really feel that feminine energy, we're talking about you here, Leo, and sort of revealing to yourself, that more nurturing aspect, nurturing that sense of networking and nurturing yourself and what's best for yourself when it comes to your career and your financial side of things as well. It can be a little bit, like I'm talking about emotions as well. So I do feel that maybe you are getting some emotions revealed to you that actually are sort of shining a light on what your true wishes and desires are, and really giving you that, with you sort of here in the middle of the sun and the stars. That's a super sort of nurturing, warm, joyous energy. So you're surrounded by this energy at the moment, and so I feel that this is why you're going to shine. At social meetings or things like that. At the moment, you really are going to shine, I feel, Leo, and you may find that you may be sort of revealing to yourself. A kind of wish that you didn't really even know you had, and wanting to actually look into that a little bit more with that Star card. But it really does talk just about, that wish fulfillment and that hope and optimism for things to keep on sort of growing within your career. All right, so that's quite interesting there. I do also have this. I feel as though this is a separate kind of energy here. We do have the broom and the masculine. Okay, so the broom is one of the cards that is, the scythe energy. So, but this one actually does talk more about, um, you know, sweeping away things that aren't serving you anymore. Cleaning up house a little bit at the moment. So there may be a masculine energy that we're needing to sort of address within our career or our financials, that is sort of not serving our highest self. But that masculine, it could just be, as we're seeing you here in the feminine energy, Leo, that masculine could just be talking about, not ignoring your emotions, and, sweeping out all this masculine energy where you do feel as though you need to, if there's anywhere in your, career or finances where you feel as though you need to be super controlling or dominative of that, or non-emotional about that thing, because the masculine is quite stoic and doesn't sort of share their emotions, and it's sort of sweeping that behavior away and getting rid of that behavior because it's not serving you. So I do feel as though we're talking a little bit here about, really following your emotional self and following what it is that you truly desire, and what you know in your heart serves you the best. But I'm going to get you some advice for that one there. So advice for Leo, please, with this masculine broom energy, please. Advice for Leo for this masculine energy, please. Yeah, okay. So for some of you, Leo, this is definitely going to be talking about an actual person um, that is in your life or around you, in your energy, some way, shape, or form. Obviously, we're talking about career and finances here, so you're probably going to have a rough idea of who this person is, that you're kind of needing to sweep that energy away from you and not allow it to affect your wishes and your happiness. Okay. We do have the letter card and then the dog card. Okay. Because um, with the letter and the dog card confirming that message, I do find that it's going to be very important for you to clearly communicate um, what you need from that person, the loyalty that you need them to show you. The dog is the card of sort of friendship, that loyal friend that stands by your side, protects your stability and security. So I feel that we're looking at someone who's not actually doing that to the best of their ability. So you're sort of needing to probably communicate with this person about, look, I need you to sweep this ish away, and focus on that loyalty and that compassion. Okay, so I do feel that for some of you Leos, if you are in a role where you do have staff underneath you, I do feel as though this is actually talking about needing to clearly communicate with somebody that they're not pulling their weight within the job, or the you know within your career. I do feel as though you are maybe needing to sort of clearly communicate with somebody that you need them to show higher levels of compassion and loyalty to the position that they are in, and sweep away all that sort of. It does feel a bit negative. Their energy does feel a little bit negative. So needing to sort of clean house, I feel. So there may be a particular staff member you are needing to sort of clean up shop with, and clearly communicate your needs of this person, and whatnot as well. So for some of you, that's going to be the case. Okay, that it is talking about a specific person. But not all of us have our little minion stuff. So obviously, if that doesn't resonate for you, that's more than obviously for somebody else. Okay, but there is probably a couple of Leos out there that are going to sort of know straight away who that person is, and kind of be like, yeah, look, this person's not serving this highest good when it comes to the job. Like, because if you're an employer and they're not pulling their weight, well, it's a logical um, assumption to make that you may need to clean house at the moment. All right. But for others of you, this is just talking about clearly communicating, and sweeping out any energy that doesn't serve you, sweeping out that energy where you may be sort of over controlling of all the little details when it comes to your finances or career. All right. And so sweeping out that energy and focusing on coming from the heart, and coming from a place where you're focused on the positive and the things that you are passionate about, the things that you do truly desire within work or finances there. Okay. So, thank you so much for your time today, Leo. Make sure to leave a comment and subscribe to the channel. It really does help the channel so much, and I super appreciate it. But if this is where we leave each other, thank you.